Okay, opponent on Obosh. So this might be like the teamer ramp deck. I think we'll try keeping. We'll lead with the Temple or Castle of Antris. When we have Negate, we have Essence Scatter. So we have some interactions here. We have Deliberate to find some other action as well. Actually, with the Zagothrium instead. Be more flexible with our double costs as well. I do play Ketria Triumph, right? So this is probably some teamer build. I think I had seen one where, you know, Obosh is the companion. But they play a Fable Passage. Love Shark Beast. Okay, so it's like the adventure Obosh teamer craziness stuff. We can play up the Castle of Antris, pass the turn. Opponent probably gonna crack their Fable Passage. Yep. Let's see if they just slam the Love Struck Beast. Probably want to counter it. Yep, we'll just counter it. Play a swamp, pass the turn, hold up, negate, deliberate. Okay, they play a Temple of Mystery. One bottom, okay, okay. Not too shabby. Swing in for one. See if they play anything post-combat. They just get Obosh to hand, so we'll deliberate. Bottom, 2 of those lands. We have 5 lands total. Count the ones in our hand. Haggard Mauling, not terrible. Not terrible. We'll get another black source. Pass the turn. You know, since we have all these islands in hand. And we're 1 island. We can next turn start Castle of Antrising as well. Do some scrying, some more deck sculpting, as it were. Opponent gonna swing in for 1, no again. Sure. Alright, they don't play anything, so I'll go to my turn. Play an island and pass back to them. They could have played Obosh, but they didn't. They're gonna stomp me or something. Okay, well there is a stomp coming at me. I guess we will negate that. Now we also have Selene Vision up as well, so we can do that. My opponent did, though, have something they could have done there with their 3 mana, so I wonder if they had a Mystical Dispute. Didn't cast it because I have 3 mana up, but no, okay, they had Brazen Borrower, it seems like, so they played Brazen Borrower. They don't play out Obosh first, so they just swing in for 4. Sure. So to play Obosh, we can Extinction Event and have Negate up, but they don't do that, so we'll Selene Division. Heartless Act seems good. Another Extinction Event. Play the island, we'll pass the turn. They Spike Field me for 1. Seems like a bizarre move. Spike Field, more like Spite Field with that paltry damage there. We'll snipe their Borrower. Try to preserve my life total. This deck seems moderately aggressive. I'm not sure what their top end's going to be. Yeah, they played the Heart's Desire. Play out Lovestruck Beast. Do I want a Hagar Mauling? The Love Struck. I mean, I could Extinction Event, choosing even so their beast can't attack, and then do it again for odd. Oh, I get another Extinction Event, so I think that's the play. Extinction Event for even. Pass the turn with the gate back up, maybe get them to finally play their Obosh, then we can Extinction Event again, choosing odd. Okay, opponent plays Great Henge. We have negate though, so we'll say no thanks to that. Glad I kept that up. And they play an Innkeeper though, and they swing in. We have another Extinction Event though, so and we get a Crawling Barrens, so we actually get some. Oh, I almost chose even there. Okay, we're gonna choose odd. We're gonna have some outs potentially, right? We're gonna have a creature to just make huge and start swinging at them. They play Obosh. They play an Innkeeper. Okay, we're gonna Extinction Event you again, opponent. I hate to break it to you, but this is gonna hurt. They're counting the Extinction Events I've played. Yes, it is, in fact, 3. Okay, now we're just gonna hold back. We have Counter Magic, we have Thassa's Intervention. They cycle a Ketria Triome. Play a Mountain. I'm not gonna make it a creature. I'll go to my turn. So they have 2 cards in hand now. One of which is a land. Let's see if they keep something on top or bottom. One on bottom. Okay, crawling it up. Get another blue source. Pass the turn. Play Terror of the Peaks. We will counter that. Continue to grow Crawling Barrens, play another land. So if we make it an 8-8 this turn, they're going to go to 12. Next turn we can make it a 12-12 and kill them. So I guess we'll try that. And we have Counter Magic and Removal backup. So, looks encouraging. Okay, we get there. Man, board wipes, board wipes, board wipes. Okay. So again, I think I'm probably going to take these Cling to Dusts. Maybe put in some more removal. They seem a pretty creature-focused deck. Elspeth's Nightmare I'm not sure about. I mean, it targets the tokens from Heart's Desire, targets the Innkeepers, doesn't hit Brazen Bar, where it doesn't hit the actual Lovestruck Beast, doesn't hit Terror of the Peaks, doesn't hit Obosh. So it seems a little risky, and it seems like they were mostly creatures, but we did see the Great Henge there. So, you know, the second pip could be occasionally relevant. So do I want to bring in Skyclave Shades to maybe also have something to do in terms of aggro, speed up the game plan there? Not sure. I mean, I think we did pretty well as it was, so just maybe adding a little more removal I think should help us persist there. I'll have to see what they might be siding in. Not sure. Probably not going to be siding in the Arachniers because we're not milling them. We're not, you know, but putting a bunch of stuff. They might put in Mystical Disputes, so maybe we should have put in some Mystical Disputes, but I suppose we'll find out. Okay, this looks like an okay hand. Scatter, Verdict. But it starts with an Innkeeper though. It's going to be tough. I'll play the Seagate Restoration as a land. T1 Innkeeper is, yeah, very tough. Do have Essence Scatter, but you just have to cast the spell, doesn't have to enter the battlefield. Play land. Play Cultivate. Can't stop that, sadly. No negates in hand, or disruptions. So they get some more lands. Okay. I'll play the Clearwater as a blue source, kind of threaten having Neutralize up. And then we'll pass the turn. We have Slim Division as well, so if they don't do anything scary, we can do that to start digging for stuff. But, you know, if they play like a Terror of the Peaks right now, we're definitely going to Essence Scatter that away. Well, speaking of, we'll say no thanks. And we'll counter that. Now we're going to play Crawling Barrens. Could start growing it as well. Have it be a threat. Something we can always sink our mana into, even if my opponent doesn't really do anything worthwhile or worth paying attention to. They do attack in there with their Innkeeper. Well, I guess I couldn't have actually made this an untapped creature. I would need one more mana. But okay, they play Fertile Footsteps to get another land. I guess we'll Slim Division instead of putting counters on the Barrens. Try to find maybe more counter magic or some removal or something. When it flashes in Brazen Borrower. Okay. I'll deliberate. Something, I guess. Play the Swamp. So they do have enough mana now for Beanstalk Giant. I could counter that. I mean, the debate is Shadow's Verdict now, leave myself down, have them play the Beanstalk Giant, which I don't really have a way to deal with right now, and then be taking 8 damage a turn to be dead in 2 turns. I think we just have to wait. They might get some more card advantage out of their Innkeeper. But, you know, we don't have a way to deal with that Giant, so we need to either counter it or wait till we find a removal spell. They don't play it out. Interesting. I'll try to find or do something with Deliberate. Extinction Event would do it. Yeah, we'll take that. Go to my turn. They have so much mana that I feel like Disruption isn't going to be that helpful. I mean, I guess if I bolted in Seagate Restoration, I could have held up Essence Scatter. Okay, opponent plays another Brazen Borrower. So they're going to be hitting in for 7 now, so I'll be at 5 after this. Okay, they play a Lovestruck Beast. Heart's Desire, rather. I think we just counter it. Let's see if they Mystical Dispute or something. Nope, they let it go. So we'll play Zygoth Triumph. Play Extinction Event. Choosing Odd. But they do have a Mystical Dispute. Okay, well I guess I'm just dead. Alright. Not the fastest of hands, but we do have Shadow's Verdict. We have Thassa's Intervention as well to draw some cards, maybe do some countering. So we'll probably go Zygoth, Swamp. Opponent mulligans though. Okay, little ray of hope for us. Maybe they won't have the fastest of hands either. Play a forest, okay. Play the Zygotrium like I said, so we have double blue for Thassa's intervention, so we can counter something if we need to. Okay, opponent doesn't do anything either though on their second turn, so okay. Off to a good start so far. Play Selene Vision though. See if they want to counter it or stomp me or something. Okay, they want to stomp me. And they could still counter it. They don't. I think we'll grab Deliberate. Play another island, I suppose, pass the turn. Opponent might just play out Bone Crusher, sure. Deliberate. Hashtag looks good. Now they did have something they can do there, so I have to imagine they might have Mystical Dispute up. I think we'll just pass here. You can Thassa's Intervention, maybe end a turn. Find some action. Try to get them to tap down so we can get out Ashiok. Or, you know, see if they play Terror of the Peaks or something. But, okay, they swing in for 4. Maybe they're just going to get Obosh to hand. Okay, they play their 5th land. You know, Thassa's Intervention. For 3. Okay, they did a Mystical Dispute. Play a Swamp. I think we try to play Ashiok here. See if they have a second Dispute or more counter magic. Okay, they seemingly don't. So a +1 on Ashiok to make a token. They could have a Brazen Borrower, but they'd bounce. They could bounce the Nightmare, I guess. Okay, they Petty Theft the Nightmare. Okay, they stomp Ashiok. So they're going to swing in there and kill it. Okay, they play another Bone Crusher. So we'll play Pathway and another blue source. Play Shadow's Verdict. No counter magic. That's good. Get rid of those giants, those pesky giants. Leave up Deliberate. Now opponent does have this Brazen Bar where they can flash in. Okay, they play down a Ketria Triumph though. We'll Deliberate. Try to find some more action. Okay, my opponent flashes in there, Brazen Borrower. I think we'll take the Neutralize. Pass the turn, or I guess see what I get. Murderous Rider could be good here. Could be real good. We will blast their Brazen Borrower. We still have counter magic to hold up as well, so not like I'm missing out on any protection there, missing out on any opportunities. Opponent plays Heart's Desire. I think we'll let that resolve. See if they want to commit their mana to playing Lovestruck Beast. That will counter. Okay, it goes away. Okay, we get another Swamp. We'll play Murderous Rider, and we'll pass the turn. Opponent has something they can do in 2 mana though. Could be a Stomp. So if they attack, it's probably a Stomp. Yeah, not blocking, no thanks. Yep, there is the stomp. Want to counter this? Maybe we don't. Guess we'll swing. Get life out of it, and maybe Shadow's Verdict. And well, like I said, Shadow's Verdict. Get rid of that nonsense. They still don't have Obosh in their hand. And we do have a negate up for anything scary they try to do. Okay, they do play an Innkeeper though. That's a little scary. Okay, they play out a Brazen Borrower. Yep. Will Murderous Rider do the Borrower or the Innkeeper? I'm gonna go to 9 as it stands, just casting this, so they're going down to 6 if they hit me, which they probably will. They have 3 cards in their hand. Tough call, tough call, tough call. I'll try to play the long game. And maybe I'm more scared than I should be of non-creature spells, because this deck, I'm not sure how many, of those it has. I'm, fearing Ugin's Genesis Ultimatums. So that's why I'm feeling better about holding up Negate here instead of holding up Thassa's Intervention. And that could be a mistake. But my opponent does get a second Innkeeper. So that's going to be really scary. They have any kind of adventure creature in their hand. It's going to be bad. Okay, they get Obosh to hand, though. So we're going to need to probably do a big intervention to try to find some... a board wipe. And I'm not attacking here because if they play Obosh, they're going to swing in for 4, and I'd only gain 2 life, from my swing, so better to just hold it back. But, yeah, they keep up blue mana. So I guess we can Thassa's Intervention for 5, holding up Negate, so they don't get blown out by a Mystical Dispute. Oh, actually, they've done 1 Mystical Dispute, right, so far. Yeah, we're just going to play it safe. Okay, well, we find what we need. So we get Extinction Event, Neutralize. Go to my turn. Swing 2 at my opponent. They block. Gain some life. Extinction Event. Choosing Odd. Wiping their board. Passing the turn. And we have plenty of counter magic backup. Play a land. Okay, well, I guess I was right to fear the Genesis Ultimatum. Castle of Antris is actually just what the doctor ordered here. Something to do with my mana, something to find more action, more ways to close out this game now that I have my opponent seemingly on the ropes in basically top deck mode. Okay, but they do a scry here. They put one on bottom. Opponent plays Ox of Agonis. Only 3 cards in their graveyard though, so we're going to counter that. Keep them from drawing new cards. Okay, we're going to Castle of Antris. Another neutralize isn't terrible. We'll pass the turn. Counter that Genesis Ultimatum. I think we'll bottom those Heartless Axe. Don't really need removal right now. I need like an Ashiok or a Big Shark to close this game. And speaking of Big Sharks to close this game, that would appear to be one of them. Opponent out 5 cards in the graveyard. Look like they're going to be at 6 with this Fable Passage. So they're getting closer to that Ox play. But I don't know that they're going to have a way. I guess they do have Petty Theft, potentially. Play Great Henge. We will counter that. It's going to put them at 7 cards in the graveyard. To make a 5/5 Shark, put them on a 4-turn clock. If I wait till my upkeep, it would be, what, 3 power bigger, it would be 8. And so they'd be still on the same kind of clock. But I guess we'll stop my upkeep. We'll make the Shark net big now, 5/5 Shark. It's not going to be able to handle a Terror of the Peaks, so maybe that's a potential consideration, but I think we just need to find stuff here. Use my mana efficiently. Haggard Mauling. Okay, not terrible. Some removal. Go to combat. Swing 5 at my opponent. Pass the turn. So we've countered 2 Genesis Ultimatums, 1 Great Henge. I played Cultivate. So that is going to be enough, I guess, to get back. Oh, no, they're going to be 1 short, right? Because they're going to have 8 total, including the Ox. They need 8 other. So we'll cycle the Zagatrime, though, end of turn. Okay, Heartless Act. Another Shark Typhoon. Swing 5 at my opponent. So right now we can make, what, another 8/8 Shark? So we actually have lethal here. They don't know it yet, but we have it. Opponent plays Terror of the Peaks. We'll resolve it. So we'll make the big Shark now, and I think we get there. Right, 3, 5, 10, yep, 8. Okay, man. That was a close one. Countering multiple haymaking plays from my opponent, stopping that nonsense in its tracks. We were able to get there, have some fun with some Dimir control. Alright, try playing first again. This looks keepable. Like another blue source, but I'll settle for this. We'll start with the Zagatrime. It'll enable us to Essence Scatter on our subsequent turns. Opponent plays a Mountain. Turn 1, are they mono red? They might be. Okay, kind of scary, but we do have some good removal in hand. We have some life gain. Have also the Extinction event. So, opponent is going to play Robber of the Rich, and we're going to say no thanks. Opponent swings for 1. Say okay. We have a negate now. I'll pass the turn, I guess. Murderous Rite or something, and hope we can find another land, our 4th land drop. Opponent bolts in their next land here. Now this is interesting. Do I want to Murderous Rider and X, or do I want to just hope I get the next land drop? I only have a 33% chance of hitting a land drop, so I think we're just going to Murderous Rider Annex. Probably get any kind of shenanigans going. And then, you know, we have a play next turn. We can just play at Murderous Rider. Or we can cycle for 1/1 Shark, try to find another land drop. I think we'll just Murderous Rider, slow them down. So they might have like a Room Reckonite trying to bait me into blocking here. If they did that, they'd have we'd trade. Or I could just no blocks, I guess. It just seems like a terrible attack. You wouldn't do it if you had any options. Okay, there's the Room Reckonite. Yep. So they hit me. Now if we draw another land, we can Extinction Event targeting even, which I think we will do. We'll swing in for 2. So the alternative there would be to just not do anything and try to bait them into hoping on an Embercleave attack or something. Okay, but they play Torbran. That's not great. Sullen Division, or Sunday Isle, I guess, and pass the turn. I guess we'll cycle for 2. Try to kill off Torbran. If they have Embercleave, I'm just probably dead anyway. Okay, there's Embercleave. Yep. So sadly, Torbran is even and the Chargers are odd, so Extinction Event isn't going to be a silver bullet. Can Ashiok. It's not going to do it either. I think we lost this one. Okay, so we're going to be setting in our removal. Their life gain. Taking out some negates. Typhoon I think could be good here because they just have such weak creatures that even if I can just make a 2/2 shark, you know, could probably block most of their stuff. Let's try this. Alright, I'll play first. Keep 7. Start with the Triome. Let us play Murderous Rider, of course. Opponent plays a Fervent Champion, swings in for 1, sure thing opponent. Play an island, pass the turn. Opponent plays another mountain. Looks like they swing, no haste creature, no Robber the Rich. Okay, they hit me for 1. Play out Rimrock Knight, sure. We'll deliberate. Finding 2 more lands. I think we say no thanks. Shadow's Verdict could be very nice here. Play at the plains, pass the turn. Relic Robber. I think we just kill that with the Murderous Rider. Don't want permanent damage. So a few options. I could hold up Shark Typhoon, cycle that, make a shark. I could Extinction Event for one of the two, which would be bad. I think we just play at Murderous Rider, hope to Shadow's Verdict on a subsequent turn if they do have like Ember Cleave, and try to blow me out here. Okay, that's Fire Prophecy. Swing in. Yep, for 5, go to 6. Play an island, I guess we'll just Shadow's Verdict. Keep them off Embercleave, off those, you know, attackers when I'm at 6. Play Relic Robber, okay. Swinging for 2. I guess we'll pass the turn. Make a shark. I guess we'll Heartless Act their Relic Robber, so I don't get a second one of these tokens. Rock Knight, okay. See if they play another 2-drop. They don't. Play Selene Vision. Can grab an Essence Scatter, I guess. Yep. We'll play Extinction Event, choosing even. I guess we'll play Seagate Resto as land, pass the turn. So I'm at a really precarious position here. 2 life against mono red. Play another land, pass the turn, make a big shark. They could just bolt me or something, or shock me. They don't do anything though. Interesting. So they play Phoenix of Ash. I think we'll let it resolve because we have the shark token. Well, I guess let's make it max. So it's gonna be 6, right? Yep. They can't escape it yet. And if they have another creature they can play, it would only be a 2-drop. And we can still block it. But yeah, for now we're just going ham on the aggro. We gotta try to grind them down before they get something to shock me with. We do find neutralize, so we have some counter magic up, which would be nice. So we're not just dead in the water. And we're getting more answers, so we're definitely not out of the woods yet, but we're getting close to an answer. Opponent's thinking about doing something though. It seems like they have 6 mana. Not sure what it is, but they're thinking about it. Okay, we hit 6 more, take my opponent down to 8. Ooh, it's nerve-wracking being in this spot, I think. 2 life against mono red. You just never want to be there. You never want to be at 2 life. So they're not going to have enough mana to escape this turn, but they could in a subsequent turn. We have to use Neutralize in that instance, because Heartless Act can't kill the Phoenix because it escapes with a counter on it. So it's kind of protected that way. Fine to Liberate. Okay, well we're going to swing in. Opponent down to 2. Even match here. See what they choose to do. Are they going to escape their Phoenix? We'll neutralize. I don't have anything to respond to, it seems like. Whew. bottom those. Opponent good game. I'm not going to try to trick me, shock me or something, but we'll swing in for 6. Whew, okay. We sneak out game number 2, but now we're going to be in game number 3, and they're going to be on the play. So things are going to get tough. Things are going to get tricky. Maybe in the play, swap out a Sharp Typhoon for a Cling to Dust. Way to gain some life, surprisingly. Maybe take down that Phoenix that they seem to have. Okay, so we have an okay hand. A lot of tap lands, though. And it starts with a Fireblade Charger. Play the Zygoth Triome, pass the turn. Play a Mountain. Another Fireblade Charger. Swing in for 1. I think here we'll play the Crawling Barrens, pass the turn, so we can hold up Deliberate, Disruption, Heartless Act. Play a Phoenix of Ash. I think we disrupt that. They have nothing in the graveyard right now. It saves us from getting 2 damage. Okay, look, we even get our next land drop untapped if we want to. But I don't think we do yet. I think we'd probably just rather have a Hagra Mauling tapped. I do have 2 Heartless Acts in hand, so I'm not really going to be short on removal, I don't think. They prefer to find a board wipe. Something like a Death's Verdict or Shadow's Verdict, what is it called? Okay, opponent does play Torbrand. So this is kind of nice, actually. Because we can just Heartless Act it, and they kind of waste their turn, basically. Not really waste it, but they only deal 2 damage. Erebos' Intervention. And that is a spicy card, isn't it? We'll play Seagate Restoration here, tapped. Pass the turn. Setting up for Ashiok next turn. Opponent plays Robber the Rich. He'll Heartless Act it. Swinging for 2. Yep. So there are 3 cards in the graveyard. They need to get 1 more before they can actually escape their Phoenix. But we'll play out Ashiok. Do the +2. We'll start making some blockers and hope to survive that way. I mean, we also have Erebos' Intervention in the hand too, so we could do the minus. But okay, they play Fire Prophecy, and they don't switch a card in their hand, but they do get to enough cards for Phoenix. And they escape it. Swing at me. Okay. Shadow's Verdict seems amazing right now. Yeah, okay, well, we'll do it. Wipe their board, make a token, play a Triome to buff up Erebos' Intervention in a future turn. So right now we could gain 5 life off of it and give something -5/-5, which seems amazing, but okay, they have another Fire Prophecy, so they're dealing with my 2/3s one at a time. They do cycle a card in their hand this time. Play a land. Okay, well, 3 face-up spells. Does my opponent have any? Oh, they do. Ooh, they do. I think for now we're not going to push our luck. We're just going to +1 Ashiok, and we'll pass the turn. I mean, yeah, next turn we have a pretty nice play. Opponent just plays out Rimrock Knight. We're going to Erebos' Intervention for 5. Let's gain some life back. Get Torbrand. Phoenix. Robber. Try to just go for that aggro. Okay. Give him the 7, the dead next turn. Could have gotten 2 more damage in, but it wouldn't have mattered. I'd rather have these Deliberate up, maybe find a counter spell. They play something scary. They say good game, we'll say good game as well. Gonna neutralize, I guess. Okay. Oof. Close one. Shadow's Verdict. Saving the day.